Monday Monday night, rather. September the 2nd, 2024. It's about 11:37 p.m. I greet all human beings all around the world. All around the world. All around the world. All around the world with the universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, nor your religious beliefs may be. Doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter whether you are the proclaimed toughest or the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, nor my proclaimed enemies. Doesn't matter whether you like me or anything that I say or do. That's your prerogative. You have a First Amendment to the United States Constitution, and that's freedom of press, freedom to speak, freedom to protest, freedom to gather, and the freedom to associate. Now, if you are a felon or you on probation or parole, you might want to check with your local law enforcement officials or your probation and parole officer to see if it's legal for you to associate or gather with other felons or people that's on probation and parole. I'm up here by Lincoln School in the 700 block of what used to be South Elm Street. It's now called Cy Williams Avenue. What I'm up here for is because to let y'all see something. This is the 28 years I've been down here, this area up in here by Lincoln School. Lincoln School, those that don't know, most people that follow me and watches the things that I put up, they know this used to be this is a historical building. It used to be called Lincoln School, where the only place blacks can go to school here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County in this particular area, because the white people that was in control and their generation of families is in control right now, like Robert Hearns, the chief of police here. We'll get to him later. But they didn't want blacks to go to the Charleston Consolidated School number 7 here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, which today it's Charleston R1 School District. They didn't want blacks to go there. So blacks stayed right in this building. Good educators. C.F. Bowen, the center was named after C.F. Bowen, who was the principal there. And I believe my dad said C.F. Bowen's wife was a school teacher. But for the 28 plus years I've been down here since May the 3rd, 1996. Stayed right on the corner there, Boone and Vine. I mean, it was all I'm talking about. It was black women and men that all the way from Main Street and Vine Street, all the way down to Finney and Vine, all around this area. It was black women and men that stood up against this racism. But you got people like Lester Gillespie and all of his programs that's ran in this here building. And the housing authority that's connected to it, the white supremacists and the sellout blacks been running. But the 28 years, my dad and them, and my dad was born in 1927, may he rest in peace. They used to come down here from Chicago and every other place that they living at, in every different 50 states that they living at. They would come, even one of my cousins that live in Japan, they came back here during Labor Day in this area right here celebrating. Then they'll go over to Sykes and to one of the hotels and celebrate. But you got a white supremacist by the name of Robert Hearns, who is the chief of police here in Charleston, Missouri, Mississippi County, whose uncle was Warren Hearns, who used to be the governor here. And his Warren Hearns' wife, Betty Hearns, was a one-term a senator here in the state of Missouri, and none of them didn't give a damn about the black neighborhoods. I don't care what nobody say. I wasn't down there, but I know they don't, because when Obama got to running against Hillary Clinton for the Democratic ticket for president, Warren Hearns was still alive for the first one. Him and Betty Hearns didn't vote for Obama. Robert Hearns, the chief of police, is a Democrat. All them white Democrats down there and these sellout blacks, they voting for Trump this time. They don't want Harris to come in. But this is what I was going to say. Robert Hearns made it clear in a city council meeting. If you ain't seen it, go to my YouTube video, my YouTube videos, and you will see Robert Hearns said that this Labor Day, September of 2024, he's shutting it down before dark. How in the hell is you gonna shut down one park before dark and you got all these other parks in the white neighborhood? If you ain't gonna shut them down, you can't shut this down. But you see, y'all as people got to remember here in Charleston, Missouri, I wasn't born and raised here, but my daddy was here. Some blacks even tell me to go back to Chicago. You can't make me go nowhere. If you ain't scared, if you scared to talk to them judges and these police and things, don't come talk to me. I did time in the penitentiary with every individual that run every organization up under the 6 and the 5, and they wouldn't tolerate this here down here. Some of them can't get out because some of these individuals out here claiming to be up under this thing is study doing all this killing and shooting and messing the black neighborhood up, and these individuals can't get out. But let's get back to these racist Ku Klux Klan. All of them down there. And when I say City Hall, I'm talking about the mayor. I'm talking about the city manager and every one of them city council members. The best city council member we had, she resigned, and that's the Polk lady. She was black, and she stood up for everybody. She wasn't scared to let it be known the way that they was treating me. You see what I'm saying? Every time I try to speak in City Hall. Now, somebody might call the police on me. Y'all think it's just the white people that's complaining about this here? It ain't just the white people. You got blacks that I done helped. Vehicles broke down. People messing with their kids. They come to me. But now, all of a sudden, they family members get in positions. If the shoe fit, wear it. Everybody against Raymond Ivey. You can be against me. I can be doing this here by myself. Long as I was able to raise my 2 daughters from birth, which they took them from me once, but I went and got them back. Tried to take my daddy. Wasn't successful in that. And I raised them by myself. I didn't need Susanna Wesley. That's who raised Lester Gillespie and his wife and his daughter. Now they taught him how to use blacks here in this same building over here across the street. But Robert Hearns' statement, it came to true. It came to pass. Wasn't nothing here now. You know, a few people came out with their barbecue thing, but it used to be crowded. Then you seen for the 3 days of the Labor Day, these white police, if the shoe fit, wear it, up under Robert Hearns, and the white sheriff up under Brenton Farrow, if the shoe fit, wear it. Not all of y'all, they wasn't doing nothing but stopping people. One black female told me they stopped her grandmother. She was just going to the store. Now, y'all don't be surprised if somebody shoot at me or something out here, but you know what? I ain't afraid to die. I'm like Martin Luther King when he said his eyes unseen the glory of the coming of the Lord. I'm sick of these people. My daughters and them grown now. I'm sick of these racist white people and these sellout Negroes. The sellout Negroes, I want y'all to know, it's 58% black here in Charleston, Missouri. Why ain't no black judges? Why ain't no black prosecuting attorneys? Why ain't no black lawyers? Why ain't no one black in city on the police department? No black sheriff deputies. NAACP down here ain't worth 2 dead flies with their wing cut off. How many times y'all seen the NAACP complaining about something? Y'all ain't seen it. But those of y'all that sending friend requests, You know, some of y'all I don't know. You know, some I do. I accepted it. But I don't accept a lot of friend requests. If you want to be my friend, you know, all you got to do is follow me. I got a YouTube channel, Raymond Ivy. I don't get paid for it. Some people say I be trying to get paid. I could get paid for it, but I don't get paid for it because I don't want to get paid for it because I'm a servant of God. But I just want y'all to just see, this is how the Labor Day was doing from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. This is how it was. And see, I'm gonna tell you another thing he did. Now, y'all see how this parking lot is? This is freshly new from the Housing Authority in Lester Gillespie with his sellout ass. Excuse my language, y'all. I got more respect, and I don't even have respect for them. I got more respect for the white supremacists than I do Lester Gillespie, anybody that worked for them. You see what I'm saying? Anybody that's in the NAACP, because y'all ain't standing on nothing. I'm an NAACP member, and I'm barred from this place for standing up against some white people and some other people that tried to attack me and my underage daughters. It took, the police didn't even come, the sheriff's department didn't come. It took some of my neighbors and some more people in the community to come up and stand with us. Ain't that something? But little do they know, people in Chicago was watching. They was going to shut Charleston down. I'm not saying I'm tough, but one thing about it, this basketball court, they got the lights out right now. They probably knew I was coming. It used to be full. The teenagers, you weren't playing, but you have a city council member by the name of Monica Goodman talking about our young youth be out here underage drinking. And every time I go to city council meeting, she look like she drunk when she there. Rick Toon is so old, he can't even think. Whiteside the same way. Tabitha, I don't know if that's her name, Thurman, Brown, or Graham. They attorney. These people are white supremacists backed by Rodney Jones, Lester Gillespie, maybe 90% of these preachers, not all of them, if the shoe fit, wear it. Now, when the Polk lady resigned, it's an opening. Now they say you had to put a resume in. It's only 2 people that I feel that should fill that spot. I don't want it. If I took a spot here in Charleston, Missouri, it would be sheriff, and I'll lock up damn near everybody in the sheriff department, damn near all the police department. I'll get some judges. I'll do just like Corey Huxton did. That was the sheriff. He was pinging the phones of state troopers, judges. But they locked it. They came and got him from up out of here. I ain't saying he was right, but they came and got him up out of here. But I see some of the stuff he's saying. But I would be a sheriff, and that's what I do. I start locking these people, some of these people with badges up first. I'll definitely go to this building here. Damn near everybody in this building, including in the housing authority, maybe with the exception of one lady that live on my block. She probably the only true God-fearing person working in this building. She work in the housing authority. She know what I am talking about. But I'm going to leave right now. I just want y'all to see, how is you letting, if the blacks is 58% here in Charleston, Missouri, and whites is 37%, look up apartheid in South Africa. That was the same damn shit. Blacks was 80% in South Africa. Whites was 20%. Then it went down to 13%. And they put Nelson Mandela in jail because Nelson Mandela was doing the same thing I'm doing. But Nelson Mandela didn't break. I ain't gonna break. They took my kids. They locked me up. They took my job. The only thing they ain't did is killing me. But they know I wouldn't be out here now if I was afraid. You see what I'm saying? I work for God. God told me to stir up this town, set out these sellout blacks. You see what I'm saying? And set out these white supremacists. White supremacists run City Hall, y'all. Everybody down there ain't white supremacists now. But white supremacists run it. Share it if you wanna. And those of y'all asking me to meet places, you know, when you want me to meet, you want me to meet with Lester Gillespie, I ain't meeting with Lester Gillespie or anybody that worked with Lester Gillespie. I ain't meeting with the sheriff or the chief of police. I ain't meeting with the NAACP. I done did that already. It took the NAACP, a Missouri conference president from Jefferson City, to come down here to Charleston, Missouri, when they killed the brother from Tennessee, Tory Sanders, May the 5th, 2017. Look it up. See, there was the Nashville, Tennessee NAACP and the Missouri State Conference president when Tyrone Anderson was killed in that jail a few years ago. It took the same one. And you could see the only one that came down there marching besides their family was me and another brother that live on Main Street. Check it out. Check the YouTubes out. But I'm going to leave for right now, y'all, because I got to make a YouTube. I just want y'all to know. It is blacks that's calling up there complaining, talking about paper out here on the ground. But hell, you gonna have paper on the ground, but I got brothers that's on my block and other places. We come up here. I can't go on the Lincoln School side because I'm barred from all this in the housing projects. You see what I'm saying? But they come up here and clean up. I'm going to leave with this here, y'all. Y'all, 58% here in Charleston, Missouri against 37%. Ain't no way these white supremacists and house Negroes should be running this place. If y'all want to make a change, y'all come down to City Hall during one of them city council meetings. Fill the place up, even if you got to stand up. Ask them, why is it that we pay taxes and we can't vote our president in? I mean, vote our mayor in. You know how the mayor is selected? Them white supremacists as city council members, they take turns being being the mayor. They keep on keeping Robert Hearns in there because they want Robert Hearns work with Lester Gillespie and the rest of them. Lester Gillespie and Rodney Jones is felons. I ain't got nothing wrong with felons, but they felons that's misusing the black community. All you got to do is look at Susanna Wesley Family Learning Center. They located now. They was in East Prairie. Now they came in a black neighborhood. They found a way to rip us off like Lester and them do. At 601, West Marshall Street at the old G&H Furnishing Company. They used to be piled up in there. But I put them YouTubes up on them, and the Justice Department investigated them and knocked that funds out. They coming at Lester, but the feds gonna get him like they did in 1997. Voter fraud. Y'all know what he did? He went in the black community. He was working for Susanna Wesley. Make this make sense. He was working for Susanna Wesley from 1996 to 2017. They let him retire. He got arrested in 1997 for coming on the black side of town, working for Joker Warren, a criminal. He's dead now. Burnt down the courthouse to get rid of all the criminal activity. But they let Lester be their fall guy. Lester was on the black side of town, paying blacks that was on drugs and alcohol $1 or a bag of candy or a cigar or a 40-ounce can of Old English beer. All of them equivalent to $1 to vote in the man that the white supremacists wanted voted in. And Lester he pled guilty to voter fraud. Susanna Wesley know it, but they let him stay in their organization. Let him retire from 1997 to 2017. And after that, he was still doing stuff. Just this December the 7th, 2022, at one of his houses at 603 Lee Street, he had a female that's not from here, had 2 juvenile children. Don't believe me? Look at my videos. She gave me the video, a 1-minute video. When Lester wanted to have sex with her and she didn't want. Lester told her, I don't sleep with Pam. That's his wife. And she didn't care. All she wanted to do was work for Lester and make her some money to take care of kids. Lester came in there with, and the sheriff deputy was there. Lester pulled up because he worked with Brenton Farrow, the actual sheriff. The sheriff deputy came, and Lester barged his way in, and the sheriff deputy named Nicholas Pratt, he quit because of what happened after that. He told Lester, you can't do that. Lester hollered and screamed at him, saying, this is my house. He said, yeah, it's your house, but you renting it. You can't barge up in here. And he told him he can leave now or go with him. Lester didn't want to leave. When he handcuffed him, Lester said, I'm going to call Brenton Farrow. He took him down to the detention center, and Brent Farrow made this deputy let Lester go. And the report disappeared. And guess what? They've been doing stuff to this young girl. They put her after she got out of the house. They did in the same way they did me when they was attacking me. They done took her kids, but she's not strong as me. I got my kids back and set Lester them out. Susanna Wesley worked hand in hand with them. The police department worked hand in hand with them. NAACP worked hand in hand with them. Y'all don't believe me? Look at some of my YouTube videos. They speak for themselves. And then ask people. People talking about love thy neighbors and saving the community. You see what I'm saying? Charleston for change. How many of these people in this town trying to find out where that young girl and her kids at? The system took the girl kids because of what Lester did. Lester made sure she didn't have a place to stay, so she got to stand in drug houses. She didn't have no other place because she wasn't from here. Now they done took her kids. She gave me that video. Now she done disappeared. See, I want them to come at me. You see what I'm saying? At a time of peace, I'm prepared for war. You see what I'm saying? I'm going to leave y'all with this here. Wake up, y'all. Everybody that black ain't on your team. Everybody that's white is not necessarily against y'all. Follow my YouTube. Peace be still. Come to that city council meeting. And the two people that should, one of these two people should be the ones that they select when they have the next city council meeting. And that's the Mays girl, T. Mays, or Cal Coleman. Because me, Cal Coleman, and T. Mays is the only one been speaking up about what's been going over here on this side of town. I'm going to leave out here, y'all. Peace be still. If I don't make it back to the house, my young daughter, she on point. My granddaddy showed them everything. He was a sharpshooter, World War II veteran. If he came and survived Hitler, you know he can survive this town. If I can survive in 3 of the major penitentiaries in Chicago, in Illinois, and born and raised in Cabrini Green, I can stand still.
Is there anything else that you needed?
I'm not leaving my property until we go be together.
Is there anything else?
I don't even trust her with you.
Is there anything else that you?
Okay, why don't you trust her with me?
First of all,
hold on, wait, stop.
You did.
This is my house.
You own the house, but you rent it.
Stop it.
Listen to me, man. Fred.
Yeah.
Okay, go on and do what you're going
I'm
to do.
going to do what I'm doing. I'm taking a report.
Yeah, and I'm going to call first. I can call Brett.
Don't do that to him, because he ain't even done nothing.
No,
this is what you're doing. You getting
I
on
opened
to
that door 'cause she was
everybody.
in the way.
But you getting
She
on
was
to
standing behind us,
everybody.
so you committed an assault.
You getting on to
And a
everybody.
burglary because you can't go into your house if you've rented it to somebody.
Let me tell you what happened, sir.
You barged into the door. I seen it.
The door was open.
Y'all stop.
The door was
The door
closed.
was open, but she was
And
standing
she was
behind
standing
it,
right
and you pushed it
there.
open.
And I asked her, we coming in.
You pushed it open.
You said she was a
Now we
sheriff.
can do this. You can leave or you can go to jail with me. How about that?
Sir, listen to me, man.
Last month, end of last month, about Labor Day, I had some constituents asking me about what is going to be happening for Labor Day, and he said he would get back to me after he spoke to the council. I don't know if you have spoke to the council. Trying to see what's going on so we can come back and tell them, are they going to be able to have something?
No, nothing after dark.
What is that?
At dark, park's gonna shut down.
What time?
But we'll start shutting it down before dark, so that by dark, everybody will be out of there.
What's dark? I don't know what, it's 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock?
Nighttime. It's 8 o'clock. Last Labor Day, they had a softball tournament. It ran a little late, but Charleston, the crowds down there have been such a bad black eye on the city and the social media bringing people to town, and we're just kind of tired of it. So,
Okay.
but it's dark. I mean, last year we had people going to 4:30, 4:45 in the morning. It's too much for the police and the you know, as like I said, it gets out of hand. So we're going to shut everything. And the people that live in the area are rather tired of it too.
And I gotta tell you, when sundown is on September the 6th.
Yeah, but it basically at dark, it's going to be shut down, and it'd be kind of like shutting the park down at the Zay Festival. By dark, you will go home. Charleston gets known as the party capital of Boot Hill, and we're going to be the unparty capital from now on.
With underage drinking, throwing guns around, and that needs to be controlled.
Well, we did discuss possibly setting up a committee. We want to get through the Dogwood Azalea Festival first. But I know Bobby's talked to the Ministerial Alliance in several groups about, we've also talked to the highway patrolmen from this area about trying to get more organized and have a more of a community-wide effort. And, you know, we want everybody to celebrate Labor Day. We just want to keep our residents safe.
The perception I just got was hurtful. Wow. I don't have none of that breakdown, but I'm glad I heard it. It was a good reception. I received it. But I'm glad I heard it. Thank you.
Okay, anybody else? Any other members? I make a motion to adjourn. Motion made to adjourn, do I have a second? All in favor? I know, you have to all
Gun violence is really hurting our community in such a way in which everybody is impacted by it.
Community leaders are sounding off after 6 people are shot in Charleston overnight. Good afternoon, everyone. Ahmad Latham spent the day in Charleston to get a community reaction to that shooting. He's live in the studio now with more.
Jeff, I talked to a couple community leaders earlier this afternoon. They tell me it seems like violent crime is rising in the region and they are looking to find solutions on combating this issue.
I think we're at a place now where we have to address those issues.
Lester Gillespie runs Fresh Start Self-Improvement Center in Charleston. Early Monday morning, 6 people were shot in a parking lot near the C.F. Bowden Civic Center. Gillespie offers programs for local kids at that center. He says incidents like this are frustrating.
We have to do a better job in finding protective factors so we can address the risk. And then we have to tackle it from a standpoint of getting families involved, having those conversations.
If you can stop it now, we can keep it under control.
Robert Hearns is the chief of Charleston's Department of Public Safety. He says at night the center's parking lot, known as The Rocks, turns into an adult get-together.
It's just an area where people hang out at night, and you know, people should be able to, you should be able to hang out and not worry about getting shot.
Hearns says working hand in hand with other agencies makes a difference.
And try to assist each other and give out information so that we can get these people in jail so they can reduce the violence.
And Gillespie's goal is to find solutions in protecting the community from gun violence.
We as a community have to come up with ways in which we can protect our youth, our senior citizens, our adults.
The 6 people shot received non-life-threatening injuries. Police are still searching for suspects. Chief Hearns tells me they are working with other local agencies as their search continues. In the studio, Ahmad Latham.
Mississippi County Sheriff. No, that's the Charleston Police Department. I'm hoping, let's see what's going on. Which way are they going here? Going over the bridge. So it must be something happening on the I-57 northbound. They didn't go over the viaduct, which is Boomland. Let me ride my bike down and check it out. It's my type of work, y'all. Saving lives.